the streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Fight the war. Fight the war. Oh, here's why we're fighting. It's about the might. Let the writers writing settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Souls in the ruins, or rubble in the streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past the future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss the ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Fight the war. Oh, fight the war. Fight the war. Yeah. That's right, I'm fighting the war because that's what we're going to be doing in Talisman in just a minute. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, people. What's going on, Arvanauts? Welcome on. Well, hello. Let me try that again. What's going on, Arvanauts? Welcome to a Monday night stream. It is June 12th, 2017. It is about 20 minutes after 9 p.m. Eastern, and we are getting ready for some awesome fun times with the two final contestants in our Talisman Tournament semifinal round. The winner of the round tonight will be playing Shadowed Mage, who won semifinal number 1. In a memorable battle with Dragon Spear, barely losing to Shadowed Mage in the end. And then, of course, the last semifinal, which was also super epic, won eventually by Brahms, which was a very close game as well. So I'm expecting another close game tonight. And of course, that semifinal will be taking place, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, a week from this Friday is when we will have the final of the Talisman tournaments. That's going to be good times. I am looking forward to it. It's going to be sweet. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good times. Before we get there, though, I do want to remind everybody about the ways to support the stream. If you haven't already done so, please tweet out the stream. ! CTT will allow you to do that. ! Steam group will get you over to my Steam group where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. streams. Exclamation point ArvTube will get you over to my YouTube channel to check out past broadcasts of the stream. Exclamation point Discord will get you onto my Discord server, and as you can hear, it is going off like nobody's business. Notification, 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 and notification. So we've got that going on. And then last but certainly not least, exclamation point Arvtreon, which is currently sitting at 474. It's currently sitting at 474.04, but I would love to be able to get that a little bit higher if we could. Getting to 500 would be actually the best part of it. Let me adjust this. Hang on one second. There we go. I was wondering what was going on with that. Okay, and let's move that down. And there we go. And let me just reduce this a little bit. And there, lovely. Sorry about that. Just had to adjust my chat bit. So yes, so that is going to be happening. The Patreon, we've got a lot of cool stuff, remember, that you can get through the Patreon. That is what makes it possible for me to do stuff like this. For example, the Talisman tournament was a Patreon goal. And so if you want more stuff like this, if you want more of the Arvanot Idol contests, if you want more things that are things like the illustration streams that we do, our vocalist stuff, all of that business, the Patreon is the way that we do it. That is basically my subsystem. So again, it is never a requirement, but it is always appreciated. One bit of information I want to give everybody before we talk about Talisman as well is tomorrow is the beginning of the Adventures in Middle-earth campaign. I am super excited about this. It is being sponsored by Cubicle 7, the company that makes Adventures in Middle-earth, and I could not be more excited about it. It's really awesome. It's Tolkien, which is big for me. It's D&D. You guys know how I feel about that. You put those two things together and you have some awesome fun times ahead. As I see Azia Braxi was nice enough to put down, we can make that hashtag trend. So if you haven't already done so, please make sure to spread the word about this. It's going to be starting tomorrow at noon Eastern. We're going to be doing quite a bit of, we're going to be doing some character creation tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the world. We're going to be introducing the basics of the adventure, and then getting a little bit into the adventure, but most of it's going to be that other stuff. And then the following week, of course, is going to be when the adventure is really in there in earnest. But you're going to get a chance to hear all of the players introduce their characters to you. They've put a lot of hard work into these characters. I'm very impressed with what I've seen from the team of players that I have, which includes, of course, Trendane Sparks, who I believe is in chat at the moment. It includes Lauren Irwin from the Encounter Roleplay channel. It also includes Will from Encounter Roleplay himself, and it includes our own Terry Tunes. And all of them have given me their character backgrounds, and I think you guys are going to dig it. It's really cool stuff. So please, if you possibly can, let everybody know about it. Spread the word, because it's going to be good times. Lies, I know that you're here. I have this feeling. I just have this sense that it's actually true trending. So that's happening tomorrow, and then we'll be playing D&D with the GOG crew. That'll be happening right afterwards during my usual Pen and Pixels show. And by the way, you can use inspiration for both tomorrow during the Adventures in Middle-earth session and for the D&D with GOG session. So make sure if you have those inspirations, and if you are a supporter of the Patreon, you will have those inspirations. Make sure that you get those ready, because you will be able to use them during those sessions tomorrow if you like. After that, I am heading to Columbus, Ohio for Origins. I'll be there on Wednesday. I'm going to be driving out on Wednesday with a friend of mine, Aaron Rosenberg, who's a member of the Origins Library, which is like a writers organization and group that does panels and stuff like that, and readings and so forth. I'm going to be interviewing Timothy Zahn there. I'm going to be doing a bunch of selling some books. I'm going to be talking on panels and workshops and the like, and even playing a few games, because, you know, I feel like that's what I should do. So that's going to be happening over the weekend. Again, I'm driving out on Wednesday. So Friday and Saturday streams are a little bit up in the air. My suspicion is that one of the two of them I will be able to do, but probably not both. We'll see. But definitely you want to keep posted by checking in with my Twitter, and again, just being around on Discord and so forth, and I'll try to keep those things updated if I possibly can. I will be back, of course, by next Monday, and by next Tuesday, we will be back into the second of the Adventures in Middle-earth sessions, and then we'll be moving on with the rest of June. So believe it or not, we are almost to mid-June. We're only 3 days away from June 15th, which is pretty crazy. But definitely the last few days, summer has been like, hey, whoosh, I'm here. Summer is here. So definitely summer has arrived. So we're good to go. All right. With that said, I want to thank everyone who's here to start out tonight. Thank you to Trendane, Orb Weaver, Mr. Mano, Kajeldio, Dragtus, Hilness, Ekag, Brahms, Azia Braxi, A Little Muffin, and of course my wonderful mods, Shattermage and Kilobyte. And thank you in particular to our two contestants, Kilobyte and A Little Muffin. And let me see whether or not we've got, hold on a second. We've got the Talisman participants. Let me jump in there. Oh, maybe I'm already in there. Am I? All right. Let's see if I'm in there. Am I in there? Let me unmute myself. Okay. I'm unmuted. Hello, hello. Okay. Hello. Can people hear me? Let's see. Muffin, can you hear me? Kilobyte, can you hear me? I'm getting a whole lot of connections, but I'm not getting any
I can
sound.
hear you through the stream, but not through Discord.
Oh, wait. I just heard something. Hello, hello? I hear typing. You can hear me through the stream, but not through Discord? Is that what I just heard?
Yeah, I'm only getting you through stream.
Same here.
All right. Wait a second here. Only getting me through the stream. Let's see. Hey, baby. Yeah, I know. I don't understand why Discord does that. All right, I'm going to try reloading. Okay. Line in. Cover this decision. Allow. Okay. Check, 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 check.
Hearing you now.
There we go.
Okay. It's literally how I had it set before. The faintest idea is like, all right, just reload it for no reason. Okay. So good. So you guys can hear me. That is wonderful. Welcome, Muffin. Welcome, Kilobyte. You are the last two semifinalists standing. And I hope you guys are ready for the fact that this is going to be a mono experience, because the two people that were going to be in the semifinal, both for various reasons, had to pull out. As I explained on Discord, it was mostly because they did not want to go up against Michael Jordan and LeBron. So they decided that rather than doing that, they would drop out. So I hope both of you guys, Muffin and Kilobyte, are ready to battle each other in unholy combat. And I guess the question is, are you ready for that?
Definitely.
You're prepared.
Sure. Yes. Let's do this.
It's such a like, yes, I'm ready to battle in combat. Like, why wouldn't I be?
Well, the thing is, I'm used to playing a paladin on Tuesdays, so you're like unholy. It's messing with me.
But this is Monday, so it's a whole different environment. It's a whole different thing, I think I would say. All right, so here we are. You'll notice that little Arvin. By the way, can I get some congratulations? My daughter had her last day of school, so she's officially done with third grade. She is going to be a fourth grader in the fall, so congratulations to my lovely child. She is going to be in fourth grade, and yeah, and now she gets the summertime, so she's very excited, as you can tell. Yeah, it's sort of one of those things where I'm like, man, really, you hit that milestone? Like, what's up, Tom? Oh my goodness, this is 4. Yes, sir. What's up, Tom? I haven't seen you in a while. What's up? Is she gonna get a job now? Well, listen, we've decided that it's important for her to be able to bring in probably half regular income starting within the next couple of months. So we're going to give her today to celebrate, and then tomorrow she gets up at 5 in the morning to. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen. It's still working. Your wife teaches fourth grade. Oh, nice, Orb Weaver. Yeah, she's. I think you're excited, right?
Yes, of course I'm excited.
Yeah, but first she's excited to have summer because summer has arrived, and boy, it was hot today. Let me tell you, it was hot. But we celebrated. We went to hibachi, so we got hibachi. So she got the whole onion. I know. I didn't because I forgot my glasses at home. I was wearing my sunglasses. So I had to go all the way back and come all the way back out, but it was fine. So she went in hibachi. She got the we got the onion volcano, right?
That's pretty. It worked perfectly.
It went like straight, yeah, like straight up and stuff like that. So it was awesome. It's good to see you, Tom. She can mow the yard. She could mow the yard, although she's, well, our mower's pretty heavy, to be honest with you. I'm not 100% sure she could mow it quite yet. So we'd see. You came back from St. Lucia on Sunday, had to adjust to the heat. Wow, yeah. It's hot. It definitely has been hot in the old house. But all right, well, with that said, I'm not going to make these poor wonderful sit there nervously as we get ready for a Talisman. So let us shift over, people, to Talisman. Oh yeah. All right.
That was cool.
Let's do it up.
It's dramatic.
So it was very, yes. Well, I'm all about the drama. All right, so here we go. Now, I believe, Little Muffin, you said that you have not played this very much before. Kilobyte clearly has, so Kill has the experience edge. But have you played it at all before? Is the question.
I have played once with on a night where a GM couldn't make it.
Okay. So played it
I
once before.
I somehow blundered into a victory. I don't know how.
You don't know how you blundered into a victory? Well, it's possibly that could happen again. That's true. Hey, Tom, I do want to ask you very quickly, Tom, since you asked. I do have a spot available. So if you want to join the Talisman tournament, I do have a spot available, but it is up to you. But I need a decision quickly, because after that I'm going to get started with these guys come heck or high water, as they say. So you tell me. I've got to turn on my Steam online game component. Also, I need to tell you guys that you guys have quite a bar that you've got to reach, because the last two semifinals were excellent close games. So if this is a runaway, all right. Well, listen, Tom, if you want in, and the only reason I'm asking, Tom, is because I don't, nothing against these guys, but the other ones did have to go up against 4 and 4. Like it was a 4-person. So I'd like to have at least a 3-person one if I possibly could. If you have the game on Steam, that's the deal, Tom. Then that's what we need. So Tom, I need you to do 2 things then. Number 1, I need you to send me a friend request on Steam if you're not already a friend of mine on Steam. Same name as on everything, as on Twitch and everything. It's Arvanelleron. Secondly, I need you to join with the Discord. So I need you to join with the Discord as well. So the Discord is like that. So I need you to go and join the Discord server as well, Tom, so you can get in on this little on this audio sounding action. So if you can do that quickly, then we will get our 3-person game on. Watch, Tom's going to be the ringer. He's going to be like, "Well, as Steve Jackson's son, I blah blah blah." Oh no. The wizard was modeled after me directly and my personal characteristics.
Oh, right. I don't have ARG on Steam. Let's resolve that.
Oh, yes, you should do that. You have it. You have a Steam friend of me already? Okay, so just the Discord then. I can't do it now. It's gonna. I'm sorry, honey. I can't do that because it's gonna mess up the thing. All right, so I'm waiting for him to get into Discord, and I'm going to add him to the channel, and then we will get underway. I will send you guys invites. What's up, Dragon Spear? How you doing, man? They get into the final. The winner of this gets to the finals with Shadowed Mage and with Brahms. And then if the winner of that will get the Talisman Season Pass, which is every Talisman thing conceivable. It is more Talisman than any Talisman could be. There he is. All right, let's throw this on there. All right, and Tom, if you can, let's see. I think you can just join. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kill. He can just join the Talisman participants voice channel. Yeah.
Yep, he just has to click on it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, so Tom, can you click on the Talisman participants channel in the voice channels there? First time I'm diving into Discord. It's a wonderful place out here. Don't be afraid.
should have the friend invite sent to you now, Arv.
All right, let me check. I see it. New invite. Accept. I've accepted. All right.
Ignore it.
Huzzah!
Yeah, I'm not going. No, I'm not going to ignore. I'm going to ignore your friend invite. Okay. So, Tom, let's see. All right, so we're just waiting for you to double-click on the... What's up, Strike? This isn't Sony-related, I know. Welcome to the only non-E3 thing that exists. I did actually watch the Bethesda conference last night, and that was short. I think is the way to put that. That was very short.
That's probably the most gracious way I've heard that referred to.
I mean, it was not impressive. I mean... I don't know. Like, I thought the DLC for Dishonored 2 would look pretty sweet. Actually, that looks pretty. It was a bit disappointing. I mean, the dropped frames, the Code Carnage and all that crew, they were practically, they wanted to execute the people involved. Like, this is the worst press conference I've ever seen. I didn't think it was that bad, but I mean, there's really when the only real new thing that you're talking about is a DLC, which is cool. The VR thing, which I could not possibly care less about, and then paid mods, that's not a great look, and I cannot believe that they didn't have more somewhere that they just messed up, you know. So
Paid mods just makes me laugh because
That is-
one of the things I saw was a joke from the back of PC Gamer from 6 years ago.
really that was going to happen? I'm telling you, that's totally what it is.
The mud crab armor.
I didn't see that. That's funny. Yeah, I mean it's just not not a good look. Yeah, it was not a good look. Not impressive. Dragon Spear, that is not correct, my friend. I did sign Gray Shade. You have to go in a page or two. I signed everything I sent you. I signed the album covers. I signed the Icarus Special Edition, and I signed Gray Shade. I personalized it to you, in fact.
You still haven't signed my ebook yet.
That, you know, listen, that's going to take some time. We have to work on that. Tom, how's the... Are you able to click on the channel, Tom? You think it won't work? Why?
Discord being Discord?
Yeah, I mean, are you not able to double click on it? Can I just drag him in here? Tom, if you just look at the Arvanauts bar and you go to the voice channels and you double click on, or you just click on Talisman participants, it'll bring you into the room. Yeah, I didn't understand it, Hilness. Also, and I mean, I'm sorry, but I know that they're trying to be quirky and funny, but what Bethesda Land, what is that? Like, just on top of everything else, it was just irritating. It's just like, what? So I don't know. I didn't hate it, but I was not. That was a lot of hype for not much. I mean, pretty much it. It was like 4 pages in. No, it was on the title page. 4 pages in. Why didn't you sign it on the cover bookmark? It's on the title page. Good grief. Oh, man. But anyway. Well, exactly, Isaiah. Exactly. I can't help but think that there was something they were supposed to announce that at the last second they had to bail on and they couldn't announce. And that's why the whole thing felt unfinished. Like, they got to the end of it and were like, that's it? Like, I mean, I was trying to think of what else. They did the paid mods thing. They did a bunch of stuff that everybody already knew was out. You know, like the Morrowind thing. They made this big thing of Morrowind, which everybody already knows was out. I was trying to think there was, besides the Dishonored 2 DLC, which, I mean, that looks cool. But, I mean, you know, and then, like, then there was the Wolfenstein, the weird Wolfenstein part. I don't know. Oh, you don't have Talisman installed. Oh. All right. Okay, that's fine, Tom. I don't, you know, with all respect, then I don't want to wait for that because I want to make sure that these guys get going. So, all right, thanks anyway, Tom. But stick around, though. Don't go anywhere. I mean, hang out with us, definitely. So, all right. In that case, let's go on to the online play.
And then there were 2 again.
Yes. You guys defeated one without even starting. Okay. All right. So, let me make these invites. And I will... All right, let me, let's see. So we're going to invite... No, that's totally fine, Tom. It was like totally last second. I just mentioned it because you were like, wait, I missed a Talisman tournament? So I'm like, hey, you can get in on this action if you want, but no problem, man. Not at all. All right, I'm inviting the two of you guys right now. I just did it. Muffin's in.
Where? Oh.
Click on the draw.
Yeah.
It says failed to join the game. Which...
All right, let me try that again. Kilobyte, yep. Invite. Invite sent. There you go.
There we go.
All right, now let's get over to these rules here. Random characters, character selection, standard characters only, no more lives, Talisman Bloodbath. What was the replacing quest one again? Replacing quest one. If they already have a Warlock quest, have an opportunity to accept a quest, they may draw a new quest and choose one of them to discard. Okay, yes, I want to do that. We're not going to do runestones, but we are going to take care of the timeout. So I have it set to 2 minutes. Is that cool with everybody? 2 minutes? 2 minutes
Yeah,
timeout?
that should be fine.
Okay, because that's the maximum I think it can do, so. Alrighty, and let's see. That's that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, we've got these three. All right, I'm going to ready up. And I'm going to click this on. Only for long enough until I can kill myself off. Because that's the way I can watch the game. All right, here we go. Here we go. We begin with me. I really want to take the troll just so that no one else can actually have this situation. But instead I'm going to take the prophetess, who is incredibly overpowered. And that way the prophetess will not be in error this time. I will immediately draw a spell. And it doesn't matter if you guys see it. Okay, so here we go. Little Muffin has got a choice of the Sorceress, the Warrior, and the Druid. All three good choices. We've actually, I think it was Duty Calls was playing the Druid a while back. The Sorceress, I think, is able to challenge people in psychic combat, if I'm not mistaken. Warrior is also very solid. You can roll 2 dice in combat and take the higher results for one thing. And the Warrior can use 2 weapons at a time. So the Warrior's got some benefits. Plus, he's got that really sweet, dance move there where he's like, check out my slash. So you will give your snippy comments as if you were the Master Talisman player. Yes, there you go. Now, you are definitely the authority. Definitely true. So Muffin's got a decision to make here about which direction he wants to go. He's got many options in front of him. But it looks like he's going to go with any of these three would be good ones. But he's going to go with the Warrior. Yep, and Kilobyte's good Druid, Troll, and the Elf. Now, the Elf is interesting because the Elf has not been a choice before. I believe, I'm trying to remember, I know that the Elf can move from space to space to space, like from forest space to wood space and stuff like that, I believe. But I don't remember exactly what the Elf does. I think you can maybe fire at people from a distance. I don't remember exactly what the Elf can do besides those things. But we will find out what he chooses. Of course, the Troll was the winner of the first game, did not win last game. The Druid was in the mix in the last game. And the Elf has not been used yet, and as I say, I want to say the Elf has some pretty good, cool stuff. But how did the Frog do the other night? The Frog hung in there for as long as the Frog could, but... This is just a 2-player round. Yeah, unfortunately, Dragon, 2 of the people had to bail out. Apparently, one of the people didn't realize this was a tournament. I was like, well, that would be why the spreadsheet said tournament on it. But anyway, and the other person was not able to do it, and that was just because of a work situation. So that's no big deal. So, all right. And in fact, Kilobyte did choose the Elf. So let's see. So the Elf allows you don't have to roll the die in the forest unless you wish to. You may evade creatures and characters in the woods. If you're on the woods, instead of rolling the die for your move, you may move to any other woods in the same region. The benefit of the Elf really comes down to his starting statistics, because you can see that he's got a 3 strength and a 4 craft, which is decent balance. He's also got 3 fate, and these are all starting quotients, which is pretty solid. The other thing is that early game, the Elf is very solid because he can use his travel mechanic, being able to move from place to place, to get away from people quickly, because if he stays in the forest or the woods, for example, say he stays in the woods and someone comes up on him, he can evade those characters. So as long as Kilobyte stays on the woods, he pretty much is immune from attack, which gives him some options and makes him very good in the early game. All right, with that said, I am going to roll the dice and proceed to kill myself off as quickly as possible. Let's start there by going in here. I challenge you, Sentinel. My 2 strength auto lose. Okay, I lost.
So you're dead?
It's true, you were also a frog, Brahms. That's true. You were indeed.
You totally could have taken him.
I know, well, I
Totally.
tried to. I ran at him with my crystal ball, and I'm like, ah! But it didn't work.
Dad, did you have to play?
Yeah, just so that I can actually show the game on stream. So that's why I play. So I play, and then I lose as fast as I can.
Okay, let's see what happens here.
Uh-oh.
Nothing.
My XSplit is frozen
Ignored.
up. My
What?
XSplit is frozen up, and I
Yep.
don't know why.
What does that mean?
Well, it's not... It's not letting me... I mean, it's still working, but it's not letting me close it. Well, that's
Well,
delightful.
let's see what happens. We can roll the dice, as it were.
Yeah. Wow, why did that happen?
Ooh.
Oh, you had to pull that first turn, didn't you?
What is going on? Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out what's happening. Well, but this is not functional. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to close the stream and then start it back up again. You guys will still be able to keep playing, of course, but I'm gonna have to. This is not functional.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what happened to
Okay.
XSplit, but also
It's the devil. That's what happened.
there are 6 million. I love technology. Technology is great. Technology is really, really great. This is exactly how I like to spend my evenings, is wasting it on figuring out technology. So it should just work. It should just automatically work, but doesn't, because that would make it too easy. That's
You
the
want it
best.
easy. That's the only problem.
Check 1, 2. Of course, doesn't have anything, naturally. Unbelievable.
He seems indecisive.
Back and forth we go.
Hello? Check 1, 2. Hello? Hello? Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. You guys still cannot hear me on here? Seriously? Hello? Check 1, 2. Check, 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 check.
Hello.
Okay, you heard me
There we
that
go.
time?
Yes.
We
Great.
did indeed.
Checky, 1, 2.
Once again, exactly how I had it set before. This is getting more and more and more and more clunky. I don't know. This is not what the life cycle of a computer that I bought 6 months ago should be, but it's getting more and more clunky all the time. Anyway,
He just hurt
welcome
his
back, chat.
feelings.
Yeah, I hurt its feelings. I like to hurt more than that. All right. Let me... all right, let's get back to this. I apologize for the ridiculous delay. What is this? Don't tell me about updating anything. Don't tell me about updating anything. You didn't update anything. Good. Thank you. Last thing I need is Steam to break also.
It all started with your annoying thing stopping.
The theory is you should be able to restart the game we were playing, and we should be able to rejoin it.
All right, well, let's hope so.
In
Resume game
theory.
is a good sign. That's a good sign. All right, so let's ready up again. Is it? Oh, sorry. It's online AI play. So see if you guys can do that, because I'm Because I did say private table resume. So does that mean you guys already have invites to it, or... Because it doesn't
Yes,
look like
I've
it can...
got
Okay.
I've got to resume, so.
There's Muffin, yep.
I'm not seeing it. Oh, wait a minute.
Wrong,
There we go.
server.
I was in the wrong region.
There we go. All right, if you just ready up. Why am I not allowed to start the game?
Before you were.
The start game button is blinking for me. Maybe I
It's-
can click it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Apparently
maybe
you were
it's
able to
because it
do
was
that.
on my turn.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I guess so. All right, welcome back. Sorry about that, guys. Hopefully we will not have this incident happen again. I have no idea why that did that, but whatever. All right, healer. So, Kilobyte with a ability to heal, although he is not really in any danger at the moment. Oh, and he's actually gotten to his place of the wood, so he's just going to be wandering around there over and over again. Let's see. Where's my... let's see. Okay, good. I'm going to cast this right now. Yep. Casting a spell. Who's he going to cast it on? What on earth is this possibility? Oh, wait a second. Does that affect everybody? I misread that card. Well,
Yep.
Okay, sorry. I thought that was just meant that I could set it up. I apologize unreservedly. Alright, I'm gonna go here. Good work by me. Yeah, it says Kilobyte is the host of the game. Siren. A siren song can be heard throughout the region. All characters in the region must miss their next turn. Siren song then fades to the discard pile. Nope, that affects too many people. I'm going to replace the card instead. Hopefully get something that can hurt me. Oh, and Evil Darkness. All characters except those of evil alignment must miss one turn. Alright, well, same deal. I guess we'll face what we need to face then.
That's actually good because you want
Yep.
to get out of the game as soon as possible.
Alright. So we went all the way through. Muffin misses his turn. Kilobyte misses his turn. I miss my turn. And now it's back to Muffin. Alright. Is this trip really necessary? On you go. What's up, Jedi Knight?
Wow.
Did I hear about the new Dishonored standalone game? No, I saw the Dishonored DLC, but I did not hear anything about a Dishonored standalone game, no. Ah, the amulet. No spells will affect you other than the command spell, but you also cannot cast spells. You become magic-less. So what is this Dishonored standalone game? What is that? Yes, the Fountain of Wisdom.
His Kilobyte's just going to travel back and forth.
Okay, good. I got the second one recording, just fine. Okay. I'm going to roll the dice. 4. Excellent. Clearly where I must go to is the chasm. But first I must auto-lose the sentinel. Alright.
Yay!
Exactly. Life lost. Alrighty,
It's
turn ended.
perfect.
Dishonored Death of the Outsider. Are you talking about... That's not a standalone game, Jedi. I'm pretty sure that's the DLC. The Dishonored DLC involves you... Billy Lurk apparently goes after the Outsider. That's what you're talking about, right? I did see that on Bethesda's conference, but I'm pretty sure that's a DLC for Dishonored 2. I don't think that's a standalone. I mean, if it is, I'd be pretty impressed. You read it standalone? Really? Wow, I'll have to check that out. In the meantime, I see Muffin and Kilobyte are basically just diving into this stream and just wallowing about in wisdom and craft. You guys clearly have not read what happened to the leader in the Hulk comics when he took in too much information. It did not end well. Ah, the Holy Lance. And of course the elf is not an evil character, and so the elf can add 1 to his strength during battle and 3 to his strength during battle against dragons.
Yeah, definitely gonna take that.
Yep.
Your turn.
That
Now
is
it's time to
pretty
kill yourself.
awesome. Okay, yes, exactly. Alright, a 6. Clearly where I must go is to this dangerous place. Why do you want to auto-lose? And death.
Yay, I want to kill myself. Woo!
I'm playing the Prophetess so inefficiently. It's really... That's just doublespeak for DLC. I feel like it is. I'm pretty sure it's DLC.
It's fun to die.
Maybe it's a standalone
Only in a
DLC.
game context. Hobgoblin. A brutal hobgoblin is stalking this area. Can the warrior defeat the brutal hobgoblin? Alright, warrior. Rolls 2 dice. Gets a 1 and a 5. We'll take the 5. The hobgoblin rolls a 5. Not enough to defeat the warrior. The warrior shows him his blade and then kills him with it. It does sort of take away a little bit, though, from the impact muffin when it is a little muffin wins. A little muffin defeats the hobgoblin. Like, it's a little different than Aragorn, son of Arathorn. A little muffin, son of muffin. Yeah, exactly. Muffin, son of baking pan, son of
flour.
son of flour.
I come from a long line of baked goods.
Yeah, there you go. And auto lose. Oh man. All right, and the Prophetess is officially out.
Yay.
Fastest con ever. Ognoron has been killed, yes, in this context. All right, now we can watch this game between Muffin and Kilobyte play itself out. So,
That is more fun.
right now Kilobyte has got that 7 craft. 7 craft, though, so that is impressive. Kilobyte's got the big brain, plus the Holy Lance, of course. Meanwhile, Muffin has got an amulet, and has got an extra life. But I'd have to say...
There's a goblin.
Oh, well, I was about to say something different, but now I take that back. He got the ring. 1 to his strength, 1 to his craft. A lot more balance than Kilobyte has right now. Right now, Kilobyte's all about that Mensa, and none about... Kilobyte skips leg day, like no one's business. Shadow of the Colossus 2 got announced? Okay, that's awesome. That's cool. I didn't hear that. Shadow of the Colossus 2 got announced? That's sweet. That's awesome.
Excuse me, need to alt type for a moment.
Yeah, seriously. Whoa, what?
What?
It's a Shadow of the Colossus 1 was a great game.
Oh no, there's a fight going on. Elf.
Oh, no. It says
Oh,
remake.
fuck.
It says remake. Is that what you're talking about? Or is that not even a remake? So wait, it was announced this was actually Shadow of the Colossus 2, or was it the remake?
Kilobyte wins. Woo!
It was announced during Sony's E3.
Is a remake from the look of it.
It's a remake. Okay, the Jedi, really? Really? You come in here? Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Jedi Knight. It's gonna take me a while to recover, man. You come in here with that Shadow of the Colossus 2 news, and then it's a remake. Oh. Sigh. Thought it was 2. I went looking for Shadow of the Colossus 2, and a thread popped up from 2008, and I'm like, man. Distracting me from my game commentary. It's true.
I get a spell.
because you didn't notice
Doesn't
Kilobyte
do
won.
much for me, but I get a spell.
That's right.
I
Okay.
killed the thing.
It was a little strange because Kilobyte's like amazing elf.
Oh, yeah? So we've got a spell, we've got an amulet, we've got a ring. You can't use the spell as long as you're wearing the amulet, as you pointed out. Holy Lance, and then Kilobyte defeated a Shadow. And now Kilobyte must face the ferocious bear. Although he could evade it if he wished. But instead he's like, nope, this bear must be tamed.
Bear time.
See if
take him.
RNG likes you.
8, 4.
RNG likes you.
Wah!
Kilobyte wins. Woo!
Yep.
Woo!
Alright.
Meanwhile, a little muffin.
Alright, Little Muffin is trying to decide. Oh, actually, no, this is Kilobyte, not Muffin. Oh, no, this is Little Muffin.
Nope, this is
This is
in
Little
fact me.
Muffin. So Little Muffin can choose now, and has found the hag.
Oh.
All other followers immediately leave you discard them. Because of the hag.
Well, I have 0, so
Hello, pretty. I've always liked the Little Muffin. Come here, puppet.
who doesn't like muffins?
Let me tell you some jokes. There was this one time I was at the hag convention and... Alright. So, let's see. Meanwhile, Kilobyte could roll, but Kilobyte's like, does he want to leave the safety of the woods, or will he just continue to wander around the woods? Will the elf step away from the safe green undergrowth? Yes! He emerges into the blinking sun and finds an axe. My axe. But he also has to draw again, and he finds a ghost which materializes not there but someplace else. So we'll see where the ghost is actually going to materialize. The ghost will materialize in the chapel. So there's now a ghost in the chapel, and he gets the axe. So now Kilobyte has an axe. Now the benefit of the axe for Kilobyte is not only that it benefits him in combat, but also when he lands on a woods or a forest space, which as we know he already likes to do, he can actually miss a turn and build a raft with that axe, and then go over the river the next turn and go over into the middle region. So it gives him a faster way to get into the middle region. With, I say again, that axe. That axe. What's up, Nonstop? How you doing, man? Yes, we are. We had 2 people that had to drop out, unfortunately. So we have only got Mono e Mono, Muffin versus Kilobyte, for the right to face Shadowed Mage and Brahms in the finals. So... Yes, back in the woods, and has found the Pixie. The Pixie, or otherwise known as Miss Redundant for the elf. However, the good news is that the Pixie is follower fodder. So if there's ever a thing where you must take a follower, you can throw the Pixie under the bus. So
Exactly.
What's up, Elias? How you doing, man? Yeah, the finals are not until a week from Friday. This is the last semifinal. The finals are a week from Friday. And Uncle Elias, of course, a hard-fought game in the last semifinal, but unfortunately could not pull it out in the end.
Yes, keep getting all the low rolls today. I'm fine with that.
Real seriously. A water bottle.
Oh, that's handy.
Do not lose a life in the desert. All right. Hey, 10 of clubs. Hi, 10. All right. So now Kilobyte can move to the healer. Can move over to the other woods. It is market day. Everyone can buy objects. And right now, Kilobyte's got 1 gold, but I suppose he could get a helmet, but otherwise he can't do a whole lot with it. Same thing with Little Muffin. They've both got a gold. The thing about Little Muffin already has a water bottle, so really it's just a helmet because the sword... Oh, actually, I shouldn't say that because it's Kilobyte who has the axe. So technically, Muffin could get a sword, which would add 1 to his strength during battle if he wished. So he could do that. Or he could get a helmet, which would keep him from losing a life on a 6. Was watching E3 on GOG. Nice, Elias, yeah. Was there any, Elias, was there any talk about the Bethesda conference? We were chatting about this before, about the Sir Not So Functional in this picture thing that we had. Or get another sword, that's true. Excited for both God of War and Spider-Man games for PS4. I don't know much about the Spider-Man games, but... Oh, he did? So he picked up a sword? Yes, he did. All right, so he's got a sword. Okay, so Little Muffin now, his picture is not completely a lie, his portrait. And now he's going to decide what he wants to do with that sword. Exactly, hack the forest. He actually goes running through the forest, waving his sword around wildly. Woo! And he's found an ape.
No monkey.
Ape. The ape is like, stop waving your sword. No! Alright, got a 10. He's going to need a 7 on 1 die. It's going to make it hard for him. Hard to get that 7 on 1 die. And not so much. Yep, and Muffin annihilates him. How's Muffin doing on these? He's got a 3 and I think a 3. So he's closing in on being able to trade one of those in for a strength bonus. In the meantime, Kilobyte continues his tour of the world's great forests. By, well, Bethesda should be getting some ire for it because it's dumb. Why would you make that a big part of it? Like, hey, paid mods. So. So what is Spider-Man just action, or did they do something different with it? I heard about some. Did I hear that there's like a Mario XCOM? Essentially, like there's a Mario Rabbit game, which is basically Mario XCOM. Is that true? Did I hear that? Hey, what's up, Farsight? Yeah, man, we had a Talisman tournament. I've been announcing it all over the place. And it's too bad because we had an extra slot. If you had come in earlier, we could have had you. But now, unfortunately, the game is commenced. I'm sorry to say. Spidey looked all action story, yeah. I mean, that's cool. I just thought it would be neat to have like a Spider-Man RPG. It's Mario with rabbits and the gameplay is XCOM. I don't know whether to think that's amazing or to be horrified. All right, so a little muffin having defeated a hobgoblin, ape, and goblin will trade in a bunch of trash for an extra strength. So he is now up to 6 strength, which means he's beginning to build on his core statistic. And meanwhile, Kilobyte will continue to wander, presumably, around the woods. No, he's like, nope, I'm gonna, oh, it's the same thing. Well, once an elf, always an elf, am I right? Nope, no problem, Farsight. You just gotta stick around. You can hang out with us.
And back to the woods.
It's Switch's August game. Yeah, they released it. I heard people were pretty excited about it. And then there was another game that people were talking about that was some, like, RPG-oriented thing that people were pretty excited about. So... Bethesda announced Skyrim VR during the Sony conference. Why the heck did they wait to the Sony conference? Why didn't they announce it during their own conference? What? They announced Skyrim VR during the Sony conference? What the... What? Really, Jedi? That is nuts. What? I don't... Because it's what? They made it Sony exclusive? What? Could Bethesda punch themselves in the face any more than they already are? It's Sony exclusive. Why would you do that? The whole modding community on PC is what made Skyrim what it is. Really? No, they showed Fallout VR and they showed Doom VR, but not Skyrim VR, Farsight. Oh my goodness, 5th Redemption. Holy cow, a bunch of people popping up today. Tom earlier on. What is up, 5th Redemption? Good to see you, man. 5th Redemption is old school. 5th Redemption's been around for a long time. Not a Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, I heard about that, a Colossus remake. Well, you know what, Strike? I mean, I assume it was the reaction I had. Jedi said there was a Shadow of the Colossus 2, and I was like, what? And then it was a remake. So I bet that's what people were thinking. They're like, yeah. Oh. So... Okay, so Elf is casting random on Elf. Interesting. Interesting. So Kilobyte has decided to gamble with his 5 or a 6. This is a gutsy play, and it's going to cost him. Unless he rolls again, which he might want to do, because losing all craft would be bad. Oh! Kilobyte has become a toad!
Damn it.
Why did you cast random on yourself?
It was an accident.
Oh, okay.
And he can't hit it on me.
What?
5th Redemption is an old school. He's part of the new group. Well, now he is.
He did it because of what?
Wow, so he's become a toad. All right.
How?
Well, Kilobyte is a toad.
Why'd you do it?
Because he cast random on himself. So he basically took the wand and he went... And then he accidentally turned himself into a toad. The good news is that this is early enough in the game that this won't be disastrous. However, that doesn't help. Oh, man.
What?
Well, I don't want to say anything. You'll see. Maybe you'll see. Yeah. Muffin just traveled and is like, oh, look at this, the Holy Lance. Oh, look at this, an axe. Oh, look at this, a pixie. So he's going to pick up all of Kilobyte's stuff, while Kilobyte sadly ribbits.
His uppance will come.
I do, however, have a choice.
Yeah, well, I mean, some of those things, like the amulet is going to be interesting because, I don't know. The amulet is one of those things that's very useful in some contexts, but, like, for example, the troll ought to be all about the amulet, you know? But, straight away from gaming, got reunited with my high school crush. Turns out we had a mutual crush. I've been spending more time with her than I have gaming in general. Ah, it's a classic story. Classic story. You found your true love, and now you're hanging out with the true love. That's cool though, man. I'm glad, 5th. That's cool, dude. Congratulations. But hopefully you can convince your significant other to also hang out on Twitch a little bit, so you can hang out with us. But it's good to see you, man.
Oh no, we're rerolling that.
Oh!
No!
Little Muffin's like, you are evil.
That's
And
what
the
you
problem
do
with
for
being
stealing my
evil
stuff.
is, no, he did this to get rid of the hag. The problem with being evil is he can't carry the Holy Lance. So he had to immediately drop the Holy Lance because he's evil. So That gives Kilobyte a shot. Now Kilobyte just has to basically hop around, hop up, and get down. But
Does the toad have an alignment?
yeah, the toad should be the same alignment that you were. So if you were neutral, you stayed neutral.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you're good. Oh, so he was good. So he stays good then. Internet problems related to Steam. Trying to reload Talisman. I blamed it on my crappy internet supplier. Oh, no, that's fine, Tom. That's fine. That's fine, dude. As it turned out, we had kind of a full-out practical crash of XSplit and stuff anyway. So those things happened. Well, Little Muffin is still evil. You have to talk to him. All of a sudden he decided to, you know, just turn evil. Walked out of the Mystics and he's like, you know what? Oh, Wild Boar. Wild Boar, Wild Boar. Never lose it. He auto-kills the Wild Boar. He looked at me and he's like, Tusk, Wild Boar. Oh, yeah. Okay, Kilobyte is going to go back. Look at the bags of gold that he can't pick up. But soon Kilobyte will be turned to, you know, once again be returned to his normal status. Yeah, I saw that, Brahms. You fixed the Talisman issue on your desktop. Nice, man. That's good. Huzzah. Ah, an ogre. Okay, this is going to be a good little test. You still do have the advantage, though. So the warrior's thinking about it. Prepares. Gets the big old 5. That should put him in good stead. The ogre tried. He tried his bestest, but it's not going to be enough. So the warrior takes the ogre down, and I believe that will allow him, if I'm not mistaken, to trade those in and get another strength. So it's going to put him up to that 7 strength.
Not yet.
Oh, not quite? Okay. Thank you for the host trending. Exactly 10.
Thunder cake.
It's really awesome, Fifth.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be mostly about switch things. What happened to you? Did you get turned something? You got turned evil?
You...
Wow. You were an evil
And I
elf.
re-rolled and got the same thing.
The Mystic has not been kind to you guys. The Mystic is like not dealing with your nonsense.
Kilobyte, you had the same thing happen that I did.
Yep, pretty much. The Mystic is like, you are evil, and you are also evil, and you be quiet. You are evil, but you are evil. I'll make you a toad.
The Mystic is the Oprah.
Exactly, Dead Club. So good. What baby? Mystic is like a wizard, but it's like a smaller version of a wizard. Another ghost materializes in somewhere. This one is inside the castle. So we've got a ghost in the chapel and a ghost in the castle.
Oh, where's the other ghost?
My voice has always been really calming. Oh,
I don't see the other.
right there. There's 1 and 1. Okay, so Kilobyte got to roll a 1, pick up his bags of gold.
What will happen if we go there?
Well, they would have to fight the ghost. The ghost would be like, boo! Boo!
Everybody says that boo is like what ghosts do. Not like in like the scary version, they're like boo, not boo. They do.
I see. So it should be like, ooh. Oh, the warrior's gonna do something.
Don't fight
And I
me.
can't get out of this spell. Okay.
Don't turn into a toad.
Oh, the warrior's casting a spell. Something. What is the warrior doing?
So
Warrior's
apparently
thinking
I'm burning a turn. I don't know.
Sorry, Tom.
Because it
We've been-
won't let me cast it on
Oh,
Kilobyte.
because you have
I
to
don't
start it.
know.
Right, it's at the start of a character's turn before they move. So because you cast it at your turn, it was your turn.
Except it wouldn't give me the option on Kilobyte's turn, so I don't know.
Really?
Apparently. Or I'm just
No, I think you
confused.
probably
One
had to
of the
double
two.
click it. Ah, the Fabled Book of Spells. That's actually very useful for Kilobyte because he can actually gather 3 spells because of his big brain. So he's going to be able to draw some spells. Kind of got all fancy pants with my camera, yeah. The fancier I got, the more tech problems occur. That's okay, Tom. But see, now you know, Tom. Now you know how important it is to stay connected, you know, and involved. Oh, a talisman.
Ooh.
And that is, that's a big deal. So Little Muffin has got a talisman. All right, so that's what allows him to get into this space, the Valley of Fire. So he's got a ring, he's got a sword, he's got a talisman. And Kilobyte, for his part, has got 3 spells. And that's it. He's got to try to land on the village so that he can actually get his stuff back. But long way to go yet, though. I mean, this is, you know, Kilobyte is not in any danger of losing yet. But Muffin has definitely made some good strides forward. Lion. You. It's like I'm a tiger. You lion. The lion roars. Will Kilobyte try to attack again? Will he challenge it? Will he say, no, I shall not die to the lion on this day? Oh, he's like, I will die. He's like, here, let me give to you my neck so you may bite it. This is what happens when you leave the safety of the woods, man. You get out of the woods and there's crazy people out here.
Yep.
Kitty was not happy.
Don't kill Aslan. You're walking along like, I love the White Witch. Aslan's. All right. The warrior has gone to the ruins. He has found the potion of strength. But what else has he found? A hobgoblin. First, he must defeat a hobgoblin, which will not be a problem for him. 6. That means he's got a 13. So the hobgoblin tries and does not get a 10 on one die. And so he has defeated the hobgoblin, which means he can take the potion of strength.
He's like having such a big inventory. He should be like stumbling by now.
That's exactly right, Brahms. And he's going to trade in these ones. He's going to get a little bit of a waste on this of 2 strength points, but that will still benefit him in the end. He's getting his 7 strength, which is where he is at now. All right. And now Kilobyte, meanwhile, who's regretting his decision to leave the safety, the calm, overhanging canopy of green for the bleak, merciless presence of the sun. And so he goes to the fields and he finds a shrine, which will remain here for the rest of the game. He'll have an opportunity to pray here if he wishes. He can be ignored, gain a fate, gold spell, life, or teleport to any space in the region, and he gains a life. So Kilobyte gets that life he lost right back. So he's up to 4 lives. And now it's on to Muffin's turn. Muffin is thinking about what he wants to do. He has decided to use the potion of strength. Not totally clear about that one. Because you know that only lasts till the end of the turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm taking a gamble.
Okay. Fair enough. Wow. What? Hacks. That is hacked. Okay, tell me how you hacked in and found out that you were gonna... Wow. Wow. That's cool, Tom. No problem, man. Wow. Look at Little Muffin with the obvious hacks. Vac, please nerf. Vac. What console command did you type in? You don't need to turn in your boar. You can just turn in the dragon. Okay, well, you can just throw the boar into the dragon.
Didn't know.
All right, so you
Not
now
really
have...
worried.
Man.
So you got yourself 8 strength now. After that obvious hack. Solomon's Crown. And Kilobyte now has got himself up to 9 craft. So this is definitely shaping up. Muffin's got an 8 strength and he's got a talisman plus a ring and the sword. Kilobyte's got 9 craft plus 3 spells but does not have a talisman. But I would say that this is very even. Muffin has a slight edge, I think, because of the objects he has and specifically the talisman, but very slight. Kilobyte could easily win this. Why what? Alright, he will annihilate the Spectre. The warrior just stares at him and is like, think! Think! And the Spectre's like, ah!
What is the Spectre?
The Spectre is not alive anymore.
What is it though?
It's a spirit of a dead creature. In a game like this, it is.
So Daddy,
Yes.
what? Oh, why is that's a little muffin just going into that fire area? Is he
Well, he'd have to go into the middle region. He just got the rune sword, which is a really good thing for him to get, as actually Kilobyte rather got that as an evil character. So now he's feeling better about his decision to go evil. This is what happens when he went to the dark side of the Force. No matter if on cam or not. Well, you wouldn't have been on cam. Yeah, it would have been just audio. Unfortunately, Tom, yeah, we had 3 because we had a sign-up sheet and the whole thing. I know it's been a little while, but we had a sign-up sheet that was running for a few turns, for a few weeks. And this is the third and last semifinal, and the final round is going to be a week from this Wednesday. So Shadowed Mage won the first semifinal, Brahms won the second semifinal, and the winner of Muffin and Kilobyte will be the third finalist, and they will go to the finals. And there's little Muffin picking up the strength. So really, Muffin and Kilobyte are, sort of in parallel doing a lot with each other. You'll notice, by the way, they've actually avoided each other. There's not been a direct sort of interaction between these two. They have been content to build up their characters on their own. So, and they have a certain brotherhood from the fact that the Mystic has screwed them over both collectively. So there's that. All right, so Kilobyte is going to try to gain a spell, but even his brain cannot hold 4 spells at once. And so now Muffin, you beat all of them. I heard that confidence before from many, many people. Now little Muffin could easily get past the Sentinel. Well, not easily, but it would be, he'd have the advantage over it. But he's decided, nope, he's going to continue to grind. And he picks up the Pool of Life. So he will be able to actually gain a life and go up to 6 lives, where he is right now. And now Kilobyte is going to be continuing with his turn. And the big old one, he can go to a tavern, or he can go to the ruins. Does he want adventure or alcohol? Adventure is the answer. And he's going to draw an adventure. Winter has come with a vengeance. A blizzard envelops the land. For 2 rounds, all characters may only move 1 space per turn. All right. And the princess, who may have 2 lives per visit healed to the castle for free, or trade the princess in for 3 gold. All right, so Kilobyte's used that elvish charm to get the princess on his side. Now it's Muffin's turn. Muffin can only go 1 space, so Muffin can't go to the chapel because he would immediately lose a life since he is evil. So instead he's forced to go to the crags and is lost. Unless he rolled... No, he doesn't have any fate. So he is wandering lost to the crags.
Why does he go here?
Because the chapel, if you are an evil character, you lose a life. And he is an evil character right now. He was turned evil by the Mystic, remember? So, meanwhile, Kilobyte is going to go to the shrine. He's got a chance to gain a fate, which, I mean, he's out of fate, so he's actually taken that up. You need to play a couple of games, maybe. I love the confidence, Tom. Alright, so Kilobyte still only got the... I don't know if it's 1 turn? I thought that the blizzard lasted 2 rounds, not 1 round. But anyway, he's back in the safety of his forest. He's like, oh man. Woo! And will not roll because he is an elf. Now it is Little Muffin's turn. He's got a 2, so he can go back to that chapel and insta lose a life. Or he can go up there. His fate situation's not great for the warrior. And he's got a fairy to the first good character landing here. She'll grant one of the following wishes of their choice, blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, Little Muffin, as previously discussed, is not a good character. No, Fifth, this is actually Talisman Digital Edition. This is released by Nomad Games. This was put out by Nomad Games a little while ago, actually. I want to say this is now a couple years old, probably. Maybe a year and a half at the most, but it's probably more than that. It's probably like 2 years old. So it's a built-in thing. It's also cross-platform, by the way. So it's playable on Android, on iOS, and on Steam. And it's available in any of those things. So, the Mercenary. If you want the Mercenary as your follower, pay 1 gold. And the way it works is if you pay a gold, you get 3 to your strength in battle, which can be a pretty good thing to have, but it does mean that Kilobyte's going to have to drop a gold to get him in the first place. So, be interesting to see what he does.
Do I have to pay 1 gold every turn that he's my follower?
No, but you have to pay 1 gold every time you want him to give you strength. So he'll just wander around following you, and then you're like, help me! He's like, is it paying it? So, alright, you picked up the Mercenary. Alright. Now Little Muffin is got a 1, so he's got one of several options. What am I wearing today? Oh, I'm wearing a my Bayern Munich jersey, is what I am wearing. And I am wearing pants, pajama pants. You are visited by a devil. You are of evil alignment, gain a life. You're good, you lose life. Well, he's of evil alignment, so he will gain a life. And Muffin will go up to 7 lives, rapidly closing in on cat territory. Yeah, this is actually probably my first soccer jersey, Dragon. I think this is actually my first soccer jersey I ever got was this Bayern one. I actually have shorts, and I got the Bayern baseball cap. And I actually was in Munich in 2000 wearing this jersey and the pants, and I had someone coming up and yelling at me in German happily. Like, hey, like clapping me on the back. And I'm like, either he thinks I'm a player on the team or he just, you know, really likes this team. But he was very excited. So, yep.
I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break while I'm waiting for my next turn.
Okay, sounds good. Can you end your turn? Okay, good. And I'm actually going to take advantage of this opportunity to also take a quick break. So I will be going to grab some water from downstairs, and then I will be right back. So I will leave the game up and running. I'll be right back.
And I'm here by my lonesome. Yes, game. Keep giving me horrible rolls. I have a Pathfinder game tomorrow. I need all of the luck for then. Use up the bad dice now. Oh, Enchantress, this may be a good idea or a terrible one. Let's find out. Not what I wanted, but no fate, so I can't do it. I lose 1 strength. This is unfortunate. And now, since Kilobyte is not back as far as I'm aware, I'm going to wait. But how are you, chat?
I'm back.
Okay, fortunate. It is now your turn. Arv is currently getting a drink, so it's us doing play-by-play.
Oh, nice.
Kilobyte continues to stay in the forests.
I'm trying to land on the damn village.
You're just trying to back and forth until you get the right dice.
Pretty much.
Well, time to go drinking for me. And let's see if I'm in any way, shape, or form lucky. Okay, I'll take it.
Nice. Okay, let's roll a 2. Damn it. This has its uses too, though.
Free fate is good.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm just gonna take advantage of that.
Ooh, moving into the inner region. Or middle region, I guess.
Yeah, we're gonna gamble. Let's see if this pays off for me or not. So I lose a follower, which I don't have, and I lose 1 life. But I gain a craft. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's combined dice. I can read.
Okay, let's try for a 2 again. Oh. Well, I replenished my fate. Let's re-roll and see what happens. Well, that's closer. Let's go here.
Okay, 1. I can go far.
Yeah.
And facing another
Oh.
dragon. Somewhat riskier, but let's see what happens. I'm okay.
Yeah, you still win.
And I will now gain back the strength I lost thanks to the Enchantress.
Oh, is that what happened to you?
Yeah. I took a gamble, it didn't pay off. Oh, that's brutal.
Free life for me.
We're gonna go to the hills. And fighting a wraith, this will actually be challenging.
Yeah, you don't have a 9 craft.
No. That's not what I wanted.
Ouch.
I'm still two life up from what I was, so I can take the loss.
All right. I am back. I see that everyone is still alive. That is a positive.
Yeah, Muffin's in the middle region now.
Muffin has reached the middle region. Man, 9 strength for Muffin and 9 craft for Kilobyte. Although Muffin's also got 6 craft. Yeah, I would say Muffin is has got the lead. Kill. You're gonna have to pull some of that elvish magic. If you could just, like ride down the back of an elephant and stuff. If you could do some of that, kill 5 orcs at a time. All that would help, I think. Muffin is going in for the kill. Pathfinder's getting a video game with Chris Avalon on board. Interesting. Well, I know that Pathfinder has been working with Obsidian, so I'm guessing that that's going to be the Avalon. That they're going to have an Avalon connection as well. I'm thinking. But that's interesting.
A little bit of insider knowledge. Yes, that's what's happening. My GM on Tuesdays.
Oh, that's right.
is
That's right.
head.
Is from Paizo. So that is what's happening.
Yes.
So it is connected with them.
That's
Okay.
what's happening.
Awesome. So I was not confused about that. That's awesome. Good stuff. All right, sounds good. Sleep well, Fifth Redemption. Good to see you again, man. Thanks, dude.
Ooh.
All right, so an enchanter seeks an able adventurer, landing here with a craft of 4 or more, and Muffin does in fact have a craft of 4 or more. He's got a 6 craft, and so he will be able to gain what he wishes from the enchanter. I'd say Muffin's looking pretty strong here. But as the experience of the last 2 semifinals has taught us, it's never over till it's actually over.
You're not going for those gains.
Mm-hmm. Muffin just continues to build. You really... I feel Muffin, like, you really have sort of played into this stereotype. You know, like supposedly warriors are all about strength, and here you are, just like building your strength. Like all you do is leg day. You know, like what about broadening your horizons? Why don't you read a book?
Look, I've got 6 craft.
Yeah, but like given a choice though, you're one of those guys that, you know, like pulls out, like he read Dostoevsky once, right? So he's just like, haha, I read Dostoevsky. And you're like, yeah, well, have you read anyone recently? He's like, I couldn't, bro. I was at the gym. I had to lift. That's the way I imagine it.
Oh no, I must kill an enemy.
All right. Wait, Muffin, did you go on a quest?
I just got a quest to kill an enemy.
Why? But why though? Because you realize you don't need to, because that's for a talisman. You already have one.
I know, but I was hoping to get the other options.
Oh, other option. Oh, so you can get other things from the. Did I not realize this now? You can get other things from the Warlock's Cave?
Or I was misreading it? I don't know.
I thought the Warlock just gives you talismans. Yeah.
Extra strength for me.
That's what it does. He just gives you a talisman. The problem that you've got, Muffin, is that you can't actually go into the Portal of Power unless you complete your quest. So you're going to have to kill an enemy before you... I mean, it shouldn't be that hard, but what? Wow, Muffin's like, I'm out. It's a good stereotype to win the game.
Worked.
Well, listen, you know. All right, Muffin's got the mule. All right, in the meantime, Kilobyte, who's the little elf that could, just thinking about
I keep
where he wants to
missing the
go.
damn village.
Yeah. He really wants a piece of that village again. Alright, so he's thinking about it. Fields or the fields, and he chooses the fields. Wise choice. And he finds a shadow. A shadow with craft 2 is not going to be a concern for Kilobyte. Kilobyte just puts a Sudoku puzzle in front of the shadow. The shadow just blows up. Alright, how are we doing on the trophies over there as well? We've got 2 shadows, but that's not going to be enough to trade them in for another craft yet. So now it's Muffin's turn. Now we get to see this plan that he wants to execute. But first he wants back up to 7 lives. Alright, Kilobyte returns to the place of his birth. Returns to the land of Mirkwood and finds the prince. Don't you also have the princess?
I do.
So Kilobyte has the entire royal family. So he just brings the entire royal family with him. He's got Justin Trudeau and Mrs. Trudeau. Poltergeist! Oh, Muffin's got a poltergeist. Now the good news is that if he just wants to go across to the middle region, if he defeats the Sentinel, he'll immediately lose the poltergeist. If he chooses to do that. But I don't know about this secret plan of his, of course. Alright, now Kilobyte, of course, has got the ability, if he wishes, he's going to roll the dice. He's like, the heck with his fairy, because he can't get the fairy anyway, because he's evil. And so now he's going to go either to the city or to the ruins, and he's decided to go to the ruins. And draw 2 cards there, which will start with the Storm. All characters in the region miss a turn, so that's going to affect both of them equally. And then a Bandit. A Bandit is marauding in this area. And presumably he's going to tell the Bandit to go get bent. Oh, that's right, actually, because that takes precedence, he doesn't actually have to face the Bandit, because that takes precedence, my fault. So he and Kill both miss a turn, or rather, he and Muffin both miss a turn. And then it's back to him. He's going to encounter the field space, and he finds the magic portal. This was prominent last time. No, Dragon, she I guess she was confused about this being a tournament or something. She kind of didn't realize that's what it was. So she said, she's like, I don't know what the game looks like. I don't own the game. I was like, okay. So, yeah. All right, and goes through the portal and ends up at the Warlock's Cave. Now, this is a good situation for Kilobyte because he does actually need a talisman. And he's got discard 3 gold. He does not have enough, but the good news is that he has both the prince and the princess. And he can actually trade them in for gold at the castle. So if he can just get to the castle, trade them in, he will then get his talisman. And at that point, he'd be in decent shape to get into the middle region. So Muffin has got to get his plan that he wants executed pronto. And he's going to do this by fighting the Sentinel, presumably thinking that if he can beat the Sentinel, he'll have beaten the enemy. Right now he's got a 13. He has no fate, unfortunately, and that's going to be a standoff. The Sentinel was like, none shall pass. What? None shall pass. I have no quarrel with you, brave Sir Knight, but I must pass that river. Then you shall die. You guys can fill in the rest from there. Ah, the elf in a desert oasis. Yeah.
You're stashing my lack
Brilliant.
of gold at the oasis.
The raiders attack you at the oasis, literally turn around and throw it into a sand dune and then run away. That's basically what they do. And all spells absorbed. Oh, man, that's going to actually be painful for Kilobyte.
I still get to pick another spell, though, because I have the wand.
That's true. That does help you a little bit. Yeah, but I mean, you lost. You had 3, though.
That's true.
All right, once again, a 3 and a 2. Sentinel's like, how about a 5? Standoff. And once again with the no fate. Meanwhile, the poltergeist is just throwing stuff at you.
Oh, this is not helping what I was hoping for.
Mm-hmm. Alright, here we go again. 3 and a 3. Warrior is not really... okay, there we go. Finally defeats the Sentinel. Now we're going to see if this counts. Now, I think that defeating it should count as an enemy. I think. But I'm not sure, because if you can't keep the card, technically, and that may be the situation that we're in right now. So now he has to beat the Wraith. Can he do it? Yes, he's defeated the Wraith. Okay, that worked out for him. So now he's got this enemy, the Wraith, and he'll be able to bring it right back to the Warlock's Cave, and you can see he's been transported back. He's killed an enemy, and he gets a talisman. All right, so Muffin finally got this worked out, plus he lost the Poltergeist. The other thing is, as well, he can now trade in his Spectre and Wraith and actually gain a craft, which puts him now at 10 strength and 7 craft. So he and 7 lives. So Muffin is clearly taking a lead here. Kilobyte's best advantage at this point is his ability to be... there you go. That's what he needs to do. Now, he's got to fight that ghost, but if he can defeat the ghost, which he should be able to do with ease, then he can get the gold from trading in the Prince of the Princess, get teleported back, get a talisman, and then it's just going to be a foot race, basically. Good night, Hilmus. Yes. I told her that I told her that the experience level had not been a factor in the first couple games, but she just said, she was like, oh, I don't even have the game. I don't know what it looks like. So I was like, I don't know. It just seemed like she wasn't into it, I guess. I don't know. All right, and those get traded in. Kilobyte now has a 10 craft, trying to keep up with Muffin. This really is 2 alternate, like, visions, you know? Alternate visions of the future. Will strength rule, or will craft rule the day? All right, now, Muffin has gotten the cross, which is good news for him because it means he can destroy any spirits without resorting to psychic combat. He's already got a pretty good craft anyway, but that would be an advantage for him. So now, were you not able to trade in the prince and princess for gold, Gil?
No, I think that's because the ghost was on that square.
Oh, because normally that's silly. The way that we always played it was if you encounter that, then you get to encounter the space after. All right, so he's going to have to go back to the castle, but that's okay. Oasis time. Where you find the giant. An immense giant. Oh my gosh, and a demon. Now, this is interesting because he's actually going to have a harder time with the giant. But if he can beat both, he actually has a shot on the demon. But first he's got to deal with the giant. He's got a 1-point disadvantage. He's got 2 fate to play with. He's got a 4. What's the giant got? A 1. All right.
Yes!
That worked out real well for him. And we've got the demon. 10 versus 10. Okay, now the demon must get a 6. Does not get it. Wow, that's quite a combat roll. First he defeats the giant, then turns around and destroys the demon. And that means he's got some things he can trade in, presumably, because he's got enough that he can trade in for both strength and craft, I believe. So he'll be able to do both of them, which will give him a 5 strength in the end, and will also give him an 11 craft. So Kilobyte is in good shape here.
How much do you have to trade in to get
7 points.
7 points?
Yeah, 7 points of either one. Yeah, don't trade them all in at once, dude. I think you just...
I had exactly 7 points worth of trophies.
What? No, you had 8
strength or 7 points of craft.
You still have your craft. Okay, good. All right. I thought I saw you trading in the craft at the same time or something. Okay, never mind. You're fine. Yeah, great. You're good. So there you go. 5 strength, 11 craft. All right. Statistically, Kilobyte is actually slightly ahead of, well, let me see if that's true. 10, 5, 10, 5. That's not true. Not completely. Statistically, Muffin's still got an edge on him. But also, of course, Muffin has that all-important talisman, and Kilobyte does not yet have that. So, now he's got to decide where he's going to go. Muffin, I mean, basically, it's all over but the shouting at this point. Once Muffin really can head in there when he wants. He does have the mules. That's a good pickup for him, actually, that armor. I forgot that you had 2 talismans, Muffin. Man. Those 2 talismans, though. One of the advantages, by the way, of there's an object you can get, and I don't know if it's in the base game, but it was in the first expansion if it wasn't in the base game, called a horse. And it allows you to, you could add up to 3 to your movement, which was super helpful because it basically meant that you could, get anywhere and then add 1, 2, or 3. So it gave you a lot more control over where your character ultimately moved. So, and I want to point out that this has all happened with, I don't think they've actually attacked each other yet, if I'm not mistaken. So they've actually been staying away from each other. I like the idea that Kilobyte finds this sword and then, waves it in front of Muffin's face, and then, puts it away. Muffin's like, ah. Dude, Talisman is an esport. Sign me up. You imagine an arena, 10,000 people screaming like, Toad, 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 Toad. Would be the best. All right, here we go. Muffin is going to try to get into the inner region. He's going to use strength to do it. So he's going to roll 2 dice. He needs 10 or less. There is a risk, theoretically, that if he misses it, that he would lose one of his strength points. But with a 10 or less, he's in pretty good shape to get in here with no problem. So, and he gets a 6. Exactly, Thalfin. Scrabble works. Why can't this be? Exactly. All right, he is in the inner region. We have had our first inner region breach. And Kilobyte has still got to get that talisman before he can do anything. Or, theoretically, could try to land on him and try to attack him. But that's going to be hard to do because he doesn't have... I don't think Kilobyte the elf can do psychic combat, right?
I actually don't remember.
Let me see if you can. I'm not sure because... No, you can't. So that means that puts you in a tough spot because it means that you can't... You'd have to fight him with strength, and that's going to be rough against Muffin. So... Alright, so it begins with the bandit. This is the Hidden Valley, one of my favorite spaces. Oh, the serpent, the hidden bandit, and... What's the last one? A bag of gold. Now, the problem here is the bandit and the serpent will combine their strengths together. So Kilobyte's actually going to be fighting an 8-strength monster. Or at least should be, if the game does this right. Oh. Alright, so Kilobyte has given him a gold. Oh, that's interesting. Kilobyte has given him a gold under the theory that he's going to need to get 3 gold anyway. And so when he goes to the castle, he's going to pick up 2 gold from them. So now it's going to be him against the serpent. That's so normally those monsters would fight together, but because he was able to pay the bandit first, he didn't have that problem. So it was actually a real smart play by Kilobyte. He defeats the serpent, and he uses, I believe, the rune sword, if I'm not mistaken. Did you?
I did.
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
And so he got to drain that, and he got a life from it. Meanwhile, Muffin is now going to be moving down the row of strength, which is going to be going upwards, I believe, northwards. And he's going to be going to the crypt. Now, the crypt, you've got to roll 3 dice, and again, he's looking for a 10 or less. If he fails, he doesn't lose anything from strength, but he does basically... That's not good.
Oh,
that's
that
a
did not
14,
work.
so he's going to miss that by 4. So that's going to bring him out to the Warlock's Cave, which is, you know, not a complete disaster, but he's not going to want to go on a quest here because that would be bad. Yeah, totally, Elias. I agree. To form Mega Bandit. Exactly. I'll form the Snakehead. Okay. Now, Kilobyte is in a much better spot. Poor Kilobyte is just trying to land in the Bloody Castle. He did once already, and he beat their ghost for them, but he got himself a bag of gold. Maybe he'll just do it by default.
I think I only need 3 gold for the quest, right?
You do. That is correct. Oh boy. Yep, here we go. Muffin sees this situation, and Muffin wants some of the elf stuff. And you can hardly blame him with a 5-point lead. Oh, but wait, Kilobyte has got some spells. What is this? Invisibility. Oh, clutch. So the elf is like, nope. The elf is out. So Muffin sees nothing. Muffin's like, I swear, I thought I saw an elf. You just see an elf-shaped shadow. Well, the deal is, though, I actually set it up, Thalfin, so that there's no talismans. There's only 1 talisman in the deck. But there are many talismans. There's still not many, but there's a few talismans in the adventure deck. And you can always get one from the Warlock. So I tried to reduce the number of talismans, but still. All right, so Kilobyte finally got the princess, traded it in, got the gold, goes back to the Warlock, and now gets his talisman. So now Kilobyte is set. Now it is really a race. Kilobyte's got 11 craft and 5 strength and 7 lives, more than enough. Muffin's got 10, 7, and 7, also more than enough. So Muffin is going to make that heroic
I didn't get a
effort
talisman for that, though.
to get back in. What?
I didn't get a talisman.
Didn't get a talisman. Oh, you know what? I bet then the problem, I think, is maybe... I'm sorry then. I guess it is what I thought. It is. I didn't realize this, but maybe that's because there aren't any more talismans. So it's not... Yeah, no, you know what, Thalfin? I'm wrong. So there's only 1 talisman in the talisman deck, and Muffin already has it. So that's interesting. So Kilobyte's only chance, then, is to take one from Muffin or to find it in the adventure deck. I know there's other talismans in the adventure deck. I know that for a fact. But that's tough. So... Or the other thing Kilobyte could do is he could acquire... He could use his acquisition spell, if he can get one, to acquire it from Little Muffin. That's another option. Because all he needs is 1.
So Plan 2 is still in effect.
Mm-hmm. Aha! He will give the first character to visit him their talisman. Now, if it says if available. So that's interesting because it may not be available for reasons previously stated. Okay, Muffin's going to try this thing again. He's going to dive right back into the crypt. Again, 3 dice, and he needs a 10 or less here. This time he got it. He's got a 7. Much better roll this time. All right, he is passed. That's stage 1. Now, we still got dice with death, which is scary, and the werewolf could be a problem for him depending on what the score is. The werewolf gets, say, a 12 strength. That could be an issue. Kilobyte staring at the spell, really wishing it was acquisition. Really, really wishing it was.
Yeah.
Or optionally random, which hopefully would be cast not on himself. An angel. If you are evil, lose a life. Oh, man. He's like, but I wasn't always this way. And out of blind anti-evil prejudice. Alright, so now Muffin gets to go on to dice with death. Now, this is always a little scary because it's completely random. He's going to roll 2 dice for himself and 2 dice for death. And the problem Muffin has is that he has no fate. So he has to just hope for the RNG gods, basically. This first roll is for him.
Praise be to RNGesus.
A 5. RNGesus is not that impressed. And death's roll?
That evil alignment is not helping.
9. Down goes Muffin with his first life loss. Now, he's got 7, so he's got them to spare, but... Okay. Kilobyte, meanwhile, is desperately looking for a talisman. Where am I talisman at? Interesting choice here. He could try to go in. Now, I do want to remind him, though, just so he knows, that he can't challenge him on the space. In other words, he can't, like inside the inner region, you can't challenge him except maybe on the plane of peril. But otherwise, I don't think you can fight him except on this Crown of Command, obviously, but you can't get there without a talisman. Just letting you know.
Right.
He's in the plane of peril. Now Muffin is going to try again to dice with death. Let's see what he gets here. First, he's going to roll 2 dice for himself. A 3. Oh, man. Death is like... All right. Death rolls out the dice. Anyone for tennis?
Yep,
Wouldn't that be nice?
Those are those GM rules that I'm used to.
Yep. Wouldn't that be nice? He loses another life.
It would be great
Death
if Muffin just kills himself off here and I don't have to do anything.
I was going to say, that would be... I mean, that'd be a darn shame for you, right, Kel? Okay, meanwhile, Kilobyte is deciding what he wants to do, and he's going to go into the mines. Now, with his 11, he's got 7, 10, yeah, so he's through. All right, he's through, so we're going on the other side. Kilobyte's obviously got some cunning plan in place here, but he has successfully made it through the mines, and they call it a mine. A mine! You still have no idea what's going on in this game? I don't think that's true, man. You've seen us play this long enough. They're trying to get to this central space, the Crown of Command space, and then basically cast enough so that they can kill the other person and reign supreme. So Muffin rolled a 6 for himself, marginally better. Dice for death rolls a 3, and he finally gets past dice with death. All right. Now it's werewolf time. Meanwhile, Kilobyte is going to be heading on to the vampire's tower, where he is promptly going to throw his followers under the bus, his mercenary and, these other people, presumably. He's going to go right into the vampire's tower. Or he's going to depart. Oh, okay. Or he's decided he can't do that. And now Muffin is going to head into the werewolf den and fight the werewolf. Now, this is going to be interesting because the werewolf rolls 2 dice for his strength. Could be terrible or could be amazing. So we'll see. 4 is not impressive. Okay, Muffin has got that sewn up. So really, he didn't have a werewolf. He had a witch wolf or something. Werewolf, my boyfriend. Trend. All right, Kilobyte is deciding which way that he wants to go. Kilobyte is thinking, I mean, at this point, not really sure what Kilobyte's getting at here. I'm assuming that this is because he's waiting for... Oh, well, 14. That's actually not going to be enough. That's going to bring him out to the Portal of Power. Unless he wants to re-roll it, which he doesn't. He goes out to the Portal of Power. He draws an adventure card. He finds a lemur. That's amusing because Kilobyte has 11 craft. The lemur is blown away by the force of Kilobyte's mind. And that brings us little Muffin, who is moving on to the Valley of Fire. And he is in the Valley of Fire with the Talisman. Not that kind of a lemur. Not the Madagascar lemur. Kilobyte considering his options. Rolls that 2. Ah, he's found the gnome, which is one of the best followers in the game, especially for Kilobyte, because of going through only 2 dice in the mines. So he's got that, but first he's got to deal with this bandit. Oh, you can encounter characters in the Valley of Fire? Oh, okay. I mean, I think I knew that in the board game, but I wasn't sure if that was the case in the digital edition. A demure lemur. There you go. Alright, he defeats the bandit, which gives him a gold, gets him a life from the rune sword, and he picks up the gnome. So a good turn for Kilobyte, but he's still got that problem of needing a talisman. He's going to turn in here the bandit and the serpent to get himself an extra strength to build him up to 6. And now Muffin is going to go into the Crown of Command space. Alright, here we go. So now that he's here, Kilobyte will not be able to heal lives anymore. Now, the good news, though, for him is that he's got 7 of them, and there's only a 50-50 shot of this working every turn. So, he's got to cast it, but he's got a 2. That is not it. They told me they fixed it. All right, so Kilobyte has earned some reputation. Kilobyte's got to get a talisman, like, pronto. Like, immediately. The doppelganger. The same total strength as its opponent. It's true that he could evade this if he wants, but it sounds like he wants to take on the doppelganger. Well, maybe, we'll see. That's 6, though. Not enough for the 5. And he's going to trade in, he immediately gets the doppelganger. Gains a strength. So Kilobyte statistically is looking fine. It's just that talisman that's causing a problem. Meanwhile, Muffin is like, how do you work this thing? He's pressing buttons around the outside. He's going to try it again. And is it going to work this time? He's going to roll the die. And he's going to get... Again, a fail on the command spell.
Can I say this is pretty much the same exact thing that happened the last game? I blundered into the crown and just rolled until things happened.
I just had this image of you looking around and being like, this never happens. This never happens to me. It's never occurred.
I swear, this is the first time this has
The
ever
first time
happened.
this has ever happened. Alright, a vicious wolf. Trendane will not be happy about you killing that. And Mephistopheles. First of all, you're evil, so gain a craft. So Mephistopheles has given him a craft. That's 12. Then Kilobyte's going to have to fight a wolf, which should not be difficult. He's going to get another life from him using the rune sword. So 12 craft, 7 strength, and 8. Oh, that's right. He can't. That's right. He can't get lives anymore. Can't get lives anymore, Kill, because once he hits the Crown of Command, that's the rune. So now you might as well. You don't have to worry about the rune sword anymore. Now it's just getting that talisman. Yeah, exactly, Thalfin. Yeah, I just realized that. All right, command spell. Let's see if it gets it working. No, 3 consecutive fails.
It's performance anxiety, I swear.
Yep, exactly. It's like I press button 1 and then I rotate the crown, not rotate the crown and then press button 1. Gets an 11. Gains 2 fate. Alright. Yeah, this game has gone a lot faster, Dragon, it's true. Even with the tech stuff at the beginning. Alright. Here we go with Muffin. Muffin is going to try it.
Do you continue to hate me?
No.
No.
Ultimate power! Alright, success. So that spell worked. Dong. Oh, wait. Kilobyte may have something. Nope. He was just looking at it. Just fooling. Alright, 6 lives left. The desperate search for talismans continues. Yeah, it was Dragon. It was really close, too. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
look at that. Wow. That clutch discovery, though. Kilobyte has found a talisman. Okay, that gives him a shot. Now, Kilobyte is gonna, he has no margin for error here, but because he's got the gnome, it means that he can go through the mines. He only has to roll 2 dice, so he's guaranteed pretty much to get through the mines. If he can get through the Vampire's Tower and the Pit Fiends quickly, he's still got a shot to get to Muffin. Now, interestingly, he also is going to counterspell the command spell, so that's not going to work, so wow. Muffin may rue the day that he forgot how to operate a crown. That may rue the day. We will see. What a clutch pickup there.
Buttons are hard.
Yep. All right, Kilobyte now has got to get into the Portal of Power, which should not be a difficult process. But first he's going to throw down a Hex because he doesn't want to waste it on his game. Yeah, you put the crown on your head. Exactly. He's like, where do I put it? My arm? Like my knee? Okay. So he's going to head right inside. He's going to use Craft, which he auto-opens. Like he just looks at the lock and it blows open. All right, both guys in the inner region, both with a shot. If I were Muffin, I would recommend him getting this spell working pronto. Exactly, Thalfin. Yep, wants a better spell. All right, here we go. He's only gotten this to work successfully once. He got a counterspell last time. That might not happen again. And he did! Ultimate power! All right, now he's got it working. So Kilobyte now is down to 5 lives. All right, so Kilobyte can make no mistakes here. He's got to go into the mines. Again, the good news is he cannot miss the mines because he's got the gnome, which means he only has to roll 2 dice there, and he's already got a craft of 12, so he cannot miss the mines. So he's through. So the real question is going to be the Vampire's Tower. Now, looking at Kilobyte's follower total, he has actually got the Mercenary, the Prince, and he's probably going to want to save the Mercenary, actually, because he's got 4 gold. So he's going to want to save the Mercenary to help him in a battle against Little Muffin. And so given that, he's probably going to want to give up the Prince and the Gnome, because that's the way it goes, so that he can save his lives. And again, the command spell fails. Man, so here we go. Vampire Tower is next. And we're going to see what happens then. How many lives are going to lose? Oh, 3 lives. That wasn't optimal. But again, he can get rid of the Prince and the Gnome if he wishes, and that will cost him 2 lives. He could get rid of a 3rd life, but again, if he does that, he's kind of in a tough spot because he's going to need that Mercenary. So, oh, he rolled it again. Oh, I forgot you had Fate. Okay, so you only lost 2 lives. There you go. So that means you're in good shape. So he's like, get the heck out of here, Prince. And he doesn't need the Gnome either. Gnome's like, but I helped you! Off to the Vampire. No! Alright, so Kilobyte throws the Gnome under the bus because that's the kind of player he is. But he's still got the Mercenary, who's laughing loudly. And so now Kilobyte's just got the Pit Fiends. Now, what Muffin's got to hope for is that, first of all, he can get this command spell to work. Also, he's got to hope that Kilobyte has a lot of Pit Fiends. Because the Pit Fiends are strength 4. So Kilobyte should be able to deal with them easily, but they could delay him for a round or 2. Exactly. Wow, what a terrible series of rolls for Muffin. Poor Muffin. He's only gotten this to work like 20% of the time. All right, Kilobyte continues his magical run to the center. Now he's going to take on the Pit Fiends. How many dice? 2 Pit Fiends. That is not a lot of Pit Fiends. And he's got an 8 versus 4. So this looks good. This is going to be very interesting because he's actually got 8 strength here. So if he pays the Mercenary, and he'll be able to pay him for most of those turns, he could really do some damage to Muffin. This is our 3rd game in a row that's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to the wire. Yeah, Kilobyte has defeated the Pit Fiends in 1 round, so he's going on to the Valley of Fire next. Muffin, like, can furiously... I have this image of Muffin on top of the tower, like, furiously, like, you know, putting the crown everywhere, like, God, why doesn't this thing work? As
Look,
Kilobyte is, like, running
crowns.
over the lava as an elf. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Kilobyte has gotten some serious no-joke luck. between finding the talisman right on the portal of power, between getting the gnome as a follower, between being able to get 2 pit fiends, and Muffin's continued fails on these command spells. So now the best Muffin can do is basically drop Kilobyte down here. The best thing he can do is drop him down here, at least 1 life, to give him somewhat of an advantage here. This is good for you for tomorrow, yes. You'll always have that. Wow, this is really interesting. Again, I just want to say, another example of a game coming down to the wire. Just another example. All right, so the command spell. Can we actually get the command spell working? Wow. Unbelievable. All right. Kilobyte lands on Muffin. Now, here's the deal with this. They will now challenge each other. And the thing about it is that Kilobyte has got an advantage. Muffin would have the advantage normally, but because Kilobyte still has his mercenary and he's got a sword, he's got an 8 plus the mercenary's skill of 3, and he just cast Psionic Blast, which allows him to add his starting craft to his strength. So I would say that Kilobyte's got a little bit of the edge here on Muffin. So we'll see how this goes. This is the 2nd out of 3 semifinals. The 2 out of the 3 of them where we've had the guys battling it out. Shadow Mage and Dragon Spirit battled it out in the first semi. Yeah, Brahms, this is crazy. Kilobyte is the Hulk, yeah. Not a great roll, though. Other problem for Muffin, and it's been an issue for a while, he's got no fate. So, man, these rolls. Kilobyte definitely has the edge here. And this is why you don't give up, by the way. This is why you can't predict Talisman, because there's always a shot. Now, Muffin is not out of it completely because Kilobyte is going to eventually run out of gold. If Muffin can stick with it for long enough, then it's fine. And of course, Kilobyte has to be careful not to be too cute. He might be thinking, though, what he might be thinking here is grabbing the ring from him, adding it to his strength and craft, and then that's going to put him in yeah. So I'm thinking that what that means is, because he gives him even more of an advantage over Muffin. Now, he still wouldn't have the advantage if he wasn't paying the mercenary, but he can still pay the mercenary for 3 more turns. So basically, Muffin has got to hang on until Kilobyte runs out of gold, essentially. And then at that point, it's going to be up to him. Now, an interesting point is that Muffin has 2 gold, so theoretically, Kilobyte could kill him, take the gold, and like throw the gold to the mercenary so you can find him next time. So we'll see. All right. So he pays him again. He's got a 14. Muffin, sorry, he doesn't pay him. Muffin's got a 14. So Kilobyte right now has got an 11. Now oh, that's right, because Kilobyte can't pay the mercenary on his turn. That's right, I forgot that. Okay, so that means that every other turn, Muffin is going to have the advantage. This is going to be very close. I forgot about that. This is going to be very, very close. And Kilobyte is running low on fate. So now, now the question is, what's he going to do with him? Because he could technically... He could grab his weapon, and then he'd have 2 weapons to work with, and that would also reduce Kilobyte's combat score. Or, he doesn't really need, like, Kilobyte's Solomon's Crown. That doesn't help him here. Or he could just take a life from him and basically do it that way. That's it. Yeah, Thalfin. The Merc cannot be paid on turns when he's being attacked. I forgot about that. So... Alright, now Kilobyte is going to attack Muffin, and now Kilobyte is going to have to pay the mercenary to get that advantage on him again. So this is going to be tough. Now I'm beginning to think that Muffin might slightly have the edge because Kilobyte's going to run out of gold eventually. But this, I could see, this could go either way. Exactly, Thalfin. He could grab weapons, grab money, or go for the throat. Yep, yep. $13 is not great. Alright, he's got an opening. Now he's got to decide if he wants to re-roll or not. He's got 1 fate left. Oh, man. Alright.
Damn it.
So, Kilobyte loses that round, and now the question is, what is Muffin going to do to him? Does he want to further drain his resources? Or does he want to take a life out of him right now? He could drain his resources more if he wished by taking the ring. He could get gold from him. It's a target-rich environment. Normally, it'll actually show you, Dragon, in this area down below, right here. This card area. Cards that you can use. It'll be flashing if you can use a particular card, like a card or a follower, and it'll show you if you can use it. And there is a timer, a little clock. So if you have a card or a follower you could use to respond to someone casting a spell, for example, you could click down there and it would show you when then. The chess match continues. Muffin has got that. And now... Yeah, so now, see, this is interesting, because Muffin's got to decide now what he wants to do. And I think he's got one option. Yep, he's going to take his last gold from him. That puts Kilobyte in a very tough spot, because now Kilobyte cannot pay the mercenary anymore. And so now he's in a really rough spot, because Muffin at this point can basically just, you know, wait him out. So Kilobyte has got a couple of options. He can use his spells to do something, or he can run the hell away and hope that Muffin keeps failing things. What do we got? So the elf is going to cast Alchemy. Oh, very clever. He's going to cast Alchemy on his Talisman to turn it into gold, so he has a gold to pay the mercenary. That's a good call. Not in the middle of the board, Dragon. There's a little timer that appears over the characters themselves that you'll actually see countdown. Okay, so now we're going to see what happens. 13, not great, and he doesn't have any fate to work with. So, it's got a 15. That means that Muffin's going to win again. I think now Muffin has clearly got the advantage. Yep. You see that little timer? That's what I'm talking about there, Dragon. Yeah, the character portrait. You saw it right there. This was a good gamble on Kilobyte's part, but I think it may fall short, and it's going to fall short because of some of Muffin's warrior skills, and also because of the sort of limitations. Now we're in trouble. Yeah. Kilobyte's only real chance here is going to be to try to get a spell that can do something. And actually, if he can figure out a way to use his spells, if he found, let's say, a random spell in the deck and cast it on Muffin and turn him into a toad, he might have a shot. But other than that, he's in big trouble. Sometimes they take longer. Sometimes they take longer, Dragon, but yeah. Yep. I just got my character killed, Dalphin. There's no spectator mode, I don't believe. So I actually started out and just got myself killed in like 4 turns. Yep. It's looking rough for Kilobyte. It's looking like, despite a valiant effort at a comeback, and despite a game in which, again, the game ends with both characters, both final characters on the middle Crown of Command space, it looks like, despite all that, Muffin is going to pull this out. Very, very close, though. Muffin trying to build the suspense. Maybe I want that crown, but...
I had to chat.
That's okay. That's right, there's only going to be one mod. That's right. The chat, basically, the viewers, the non-mods, let their voice be heard. Alright, last shot for Kilobyte. Can he pull this out? Oh, he rolls double ones! But it's not going to be enough, because even double ones are going to be enough for him to manage it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it. And the winner is... Dong! The winner is Little Muffin. Kilobyte had a valiant comeback, a really valiant comeback. Came very close, but in the end, the winner is a Little Muffin. And Little Muffin will be going up against Shadow Mage and against Brahms. So Shadow Mage, Brahms, and Little Muffin are your 3 finalists. And they will be the finalists in the Talisman tournament, which will be taking place 1 week from this Friday. Kilobyte, really, really good game, man. Really impressive play at the end there. You just kind of got burned by the fact that you didn't have enough gold, and Muffin started rolling well, and so mistakes were made at the very end, but not by you. I mean, you played as well as you could, but...
Yeah, it was a good game.
It was a good game. Muffin, any thoughts? Any final thoughts on your glorious victory?
Very good game. RNG suddenly decided to start working for me at the end.
Yes.
Appreciate it. I will give a warning. Kilobyte, you are my backup because depending on my work schedule, I may not be able to make the finals.
Ah, okay. It's gonna be.
Okay.
It's Friday. What is this Friday coming up? 34. This it would be Friday the 23rd, I believe. I need to check my calendar again. Yeah. Thanks to Muffin for rolling so bad. It made the game interesting.
Yeah, it would be the 23rd.
Okay, it'd be the 23rd. So it's the 23rd at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you don't know, Muffin, about that?
Fortunately, I will actually not be able to make the finals, so I will have to cede my spot because I work on the 24th bright and early in the morning, and I cannot stay up.
Oh man. All right. I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do. What if I started? Could I start? If I were able to start earlier, like if I were able to start at 8, say.
If it was start at 8, I should be able to make it, but if not, I will gladly cede my spot to Kilobyte.
Let me say 8
great game
p.m.
either way.
Not because I don't want, of course, Kilobyte to advance, because that would be lovely. But because that would be great, because he worked hard too. But since you did win fair and square, I do want to be fair to you. So I'll try to make it 8 o'clock. I think I can probably make that happen. So I would probably say you won't have to seed it. If need be, then Kilobyte would be seeded. I saw Dragon Spear before being like, so you need to find the best second place person. I'm like, no, that's not. Oddly, that would put Dragon Spear in the mix, obviously. So I'll take his place. Yes, no. We're not going to have people leap across, games into the final rounds. So it looks like it will be Little Muffin with Kilobyte as the backup. Kilobyte played really well, though. And I appreciate Muffin stepped in as one of the later arrivals, but in fairness, I didn't want Kilobyte to win in just a walkover. And Kilobyte almost pulled it out anyway. It was very, very close. But the Warrior wins, and I'm actually trying to think. So Shadowed Mage won with the Troll, Muffin won with the Warrior. Brahms, who were you playing? Were you playing with a Wizard, I think? I think Brahms was playing with a Wizard, if Brahms is still here, right? Am I mistaken about that? I don't think he's here anymore, actually. Does anyone remember? I think Brahms had the Wizard.
I believe he was, yeah.
I believe it was that. So yeah, but great game, guys. And again, we've had 3 really, really good ones. So I am very, very excited about that. By the way, I didn't mention this yet, but the other reason that people should be really excited is that we have a special event happening tomorrow. Not just a special event, you guys know about the Tolkien thing, which I'll talk about more in a little bit, but also we have a special event in terms of a surprise for our players, and Kilobyte is involved in said surprise. So you guys who are a part of the Tolkien campaign or who want to know about this surprise, we will lay it on you tomorrow. It is going to be good times. Hey Zergy, what's going on, man? Yeah, I am doing well. So great job, guys. I am going to let you guys go. I'm going to talk about the Tolkien campaign, and then I will wrap up. But Kilobyte, sorry you couldn't also get through, man, but great job. Very, very hard-fought victory. Hard-fought defeat, I should say, like very close to a victory. And Little Muffin, hard-fought victory. And congratulations, guys. Thank you for playing and good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am going to disconnect and mute, and I'm going to raise up on out of there for that. So chat, can we get some love for Kilobyte and for Little Muffin for their game today? But good stuff out of Little Muffin, good stuff out of Kilobyte. Very, very close games. All 3 have been very close games. Absolutely no blowouts at all. We've had no blowouts in this game, which has been great. So great job, guys. Awesome. Yeah, with the so goods. Good job, guys. Thank you very much. Cool stuff. All right. And yes, I'm sure that I wish to quit. All right, I'm sorry about the earlier tech problems that I had. I still don't know why I had them, but I don't know. And it's now working, so I don't know what happened. But anyway, we are back to here working. So just a couple things that I want to mention, guys, about tomorrow. So again, tomorrow at noon Eastern is the beginning of my Tolkien campaign, The Adventures in Middle-earth, Wilderland Adventures. I'm very excited about this for basically 3 reasons. The first reason is that I love Tolkien. He's one of my 2 favorite authors and was instrumental. The influence of this this author was instrumental in my choosing to become an author in the first place, to be someone who taught in English, to be someone who read a lot. I mean, a lot of that came from Tolkien, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. And so the fact that Tolkien is actually a campaign that I get to run is very special to me personally. Secondly, I'm really excited about it because of the players, because all the players have given me really interesting backgrounds, really cool characters that are really connected to a system, which I think is super amazing, and I'll talk more about the system in a minute. So Trendane Sparks, Terry Toons, Lauren Irwin from the Encounter Roleplay channel, and of course Will himself, the person who runs the Encounter Roleplay channel. These folks have all given me really cool character backgrounds and concepts and ideas, and you're going to get to see them do the rest of those character backgrounds and ideas tomorrow at noon Eastern, so I'm super excited about that. And then the third and final reason that I'm excited is that I think this system is great. It is using 5th edition rules. That's exactly right, Thalfan, yep. It is using 5th edition, and absolutely, Zergi, I agree. It is, what's up, Rock God? It's the worst runner-up, Elias. It is using 5th edition rules, but it has modified those 5th edition rules to make it accessible for Talisman itself. And I want to give a shout out, and let me quickly pull up Twitter so I make sure that I get this shout out right, because I got an assist from people, from someone on doing what I'm about to explain. And let's see what it was. Thanks for the tweet, by the way, Elias. I really appreciate those. Elias always tweets stuff out, so I am totally pleased about that. Give me 1 second so I can find the person who it was. I think I know the name. Yes. I want to give a shout out to Randall Burt, who is known as Fender Saxby on Twitter, because Randall Burt actually knows a lot about Roll20 and about Tolkien and about the Adventures of Middle-earth thing. So he actually modified a character sheet to give us an actual Adventures in Middle-earth Roll20 compatible character sheet, and it looks awesome. So you guys are actually going to see that tomorrow. You'll see that character sheet in use. So thank you publicly to Randall Burt for making that happen. Also, I want to say, by the way, that when you guys get a chance to see the overlay that Kilobyte did for this, in addition to another surprise that I won't tell you more details about, you guys will be surprised. There's an awesome surprise about thing that I can't talk about, and also this overlay that he made, which is amazing. So I'm super excited to show that off. Kilobyte did a great job on both of those, as you guys will be able to see. So that's the deal with that. So I'm excited for those reasons. Also, the game is sponsored by Cubicle 7, so we will be giving away copies in each of our first few sessions. We're going to be giving away a copy each of the Player's Guide and the Lore Master's Guide, the PDFs. So if you want to try these rules for yourself, if you want to see these gorgeous books in PDF, you can get those as a giveaway from me. We'll be giving them away the first few sessions. 1 Lore Master's Guide and 1, which is like the Dungeon Master's Guide, and 1 Player's Guide. So we will be giving those away tomorrow. So thank you to Cubicle 7, who's the official sponsor of this campaign. Then at 4 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, over on my Pen and Pixel show on GOG, I will be playing D&D with GOG as we continue Storm King's Thunder, which will be awesome. And then Wednesday, I am on my way to Columbus, Ohio for Origins. So definitely let me know if you guys are in the area. Please stop by and say hello, because that would be lovely. So that's going to be awesome. So yes, so please tell everyone you know about that. Tell your friends, tell your distant relations, because I'm super excited about it. I really, really am excited for the Tolkien, all the D&D tomorrow, but especially the Tolkien as well. And remember, you can use inspiration if you have contributed to my Patreon. So get those inspirations ready, because you'll be able to use them for the games tomorrow. Shadowed, it went really quick. This was a quick game this time. And Shadowed, by the way, is one of the 3 Talisman finalists, along with Brahms. And the third finalist is now a Little Muffin. A Little Muffin defeated Kilobyte in a very close game. And Little Muffin will be facing off against Shadowed Mage and against Brahms. And Shadowed Mage, there was a point where it could have been an all-mod final. But instead, Shadowed Mage will be holding the, basically will be maintaining the mods, sort of. He'll be the representative of all mods everywhere against all non-mods everywhere. So it'll be interesting to see how that happens. So, and I'll be in a border state waving. Yeah, that's right, Dragon. That's right, man. Got to figure out a way how to get down there, man. It's close. It's close. So we will see. That's going to be good times. But I'm looking forward to that. So, But that is going to do it for me for tonight, because normally I don't even stream on Monday, and I do have some work I have to get done to get that campaign ready and stuff like that. But I'm glad that we got Talisman finished, and if you guys liked what you saw and heard, I hope you will consider following the stream. I hope you will consider supporting the stream with !ArvTube to check out my YouTube channel, !Steam group. Please join up with the Steam group, the Arvanauts over there. Please join up with the Discord as well, !Discord. And last but certainly not least, !Arvtreon. This thing right here is what made it possible for us to do this Talisman tournament in the first place. Remember, the winner of this Talisman tournament will get a Talisman season pass. So they'll get all of the Talisman stuff. So definitely make sure to tune in for that so you can cheer on either Shadowed Mage or Brahms or Little Muffin as they continue. But the Patreon also is not only a support for me and the channel, but it also allows us to do things like, for example, have more sessions with Terry Tunes and things like that. So that's possible with this monetary support that I get through the Patreon. That's basically my subsystem. So if you guys are able to do so, again, it's never a requirement, but it's always appreciated. And there's a lot of cool things that you guys can get as well. At 525, I'll be recording, as long as we are at or above 525, a 5-minute video, roughly 5-minute video every month, which I will make available to patrons. At higher levels, we'll be able to get a full art rework of the channel and stuff like that. Plus, you individually can get copies of your album, copies of my band's albums. You can get an epic poem or a character background. I'm working on Nonstop's character background right now. Hope to have that done by tomorrow. We've got a bunch of other stuff, including writing critiques and, things like that too. So all of that is possible if you're able to support the Patreon. So that would be lovely if you could do that. And yes, the final is a week from Friday. Shadowed, by the way, one note, I'm going to make this correction. The final on that Friday is going to start at 8 p.m. Not 9 p.m., but 8 p.m. Eastern. And the reason is because Muffin has work very early the next morning. So basically, Muffin is going to be able to do it if we start at 8. Now, if for some reason it turns out that no one else can do 8 p.m., then we're going to have to then he's going to cede his position to Kilobyte, and it will then be Kilobyte joining us starting at 9. But the plan here is for us to start at 8 p.m., not 9 p.m. So the finals will be 9 p.m. on Friday the 23rd. So that is the deal with that. All right, let us see who we've got that we are going to go raid now. Let's see. I've got a lot of possibilities here. Lot of possibilities. I think I know who it's going to be. Okay, thanks, Shadowed. Yeah, definitely let me know. All right. Good. I think I see exactly what we're going to do. So let me... let me jump over there.
Oh, hello.
Good. All right, I know exactly who we are going to raid then, and we are going to do so in just a second. You guys know the way to do these. Oh, thanks, Black Belt. I appreciate that, man. Well, listen, I totally get that, Black Belt. Sometimes I do giveaways occasionally of my albums, like I did some for ArvCon and stuff like that. So, but I appreciate that, man. Thank you, and hopefully you will have the money. I hope someday. That would be lovely. Because I'd love to send you an album. But yes, so the way that we do it is Arv Raid, which is the Arvanauts have landed, followed by lowercase Arv, lowercase Twitch, uppercase Raid. But the key is to wait to do that until you hear my audio outro, which is the song Fly Away from my aforementioned band, The Road. Speaking of which, by the way, that definitely, that album is going to be coming out later this year. Probably, I'm guessing, in the fall, not the summer. My guess would be probably November-ish, October, November, something like that, is when that album's coming out. But it is coming out, and it will be there, and that's going to be cool. And I'm looking forward to that third album getting out just because we've been working on it for a long time. So I'm looking forward to that happening. I don't know what happened to those. I don't actually remember. End song. But it is Fly Away, and we will be playing it in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream tonight. Thank you to my wonderful mods, to Dragon Spear, to Kilobyte. Again, thanks, Kilobyte. Good job, man. Sorry that it didn't work out, but it was close. Really good, well-fought game. Shadowed Mage, and 10 of Clubs. Best mods in the business. Thanks, everyone. Thank you to my regulars, to Axeman, Black Belt, Celtic Girl, EKAG, Eric Fagwent, Jagtris, Jedi Knight, Kajoldio, Mano, Nonstop. Nonstop, again, character background coming soon, I promise. Poltergeist Poltergeist Zero, Rock God, Slow Cool, Speakio, Trendane, Uncle Elias, and Zergy Stardust. And remember, you'll see more of Trendane tomorrow during the Adventures in Middle-earth campaign. That's going to do it for me. We are now going to head over here. Worst mods on Twitch. There you go. You did win the Icarus audiobook. And by the way, I don't know if you've had a chance to listen to it, dude, but I'm telling you, man, Tren and George did such a good job on that audiobook. It's cool stuff. So we are going to go over, don't do it until you hear my audio outro. We're going to go here. We are going to go over to GOG.com, where Kilgore Trout, supporter of this channel and a fellow GOG streamer along with me, is playing the Elder Scrolls Oblivion. He's playing Oblivion with mods. So let's go over there and give him some love, and you can see what it was like before Bethesda jumped the shark. I'm just kidding. That's terrible. But we're going to go over there and do that now as soon as you hear my audio outro. That's it from me. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Please, please, please show up. Tell everyone. Tell your friends. Tell your distant relations. Because tomorrow at noon Eastern, we've got the beginning of the Adventures in Middle-earth campaign, Wilderland Adventures, with Terry Toons, Trendane, Lauren from Encounter Roleplay, and Will from Encounter Roleplay. Going to be awesome times. Sponsored by Cubicle 7. I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. Until then, everyone be good to each other tonight, and I'll see all of you wonderful people, best viewers on Twitch who I love, tomorrow. Have a good one.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark, content to play your part, open pathways to your heart? Were your life untainted by a host of broken dreams, when all your acts were queens, understood all that it means? Could you have understood the way your life was bound? Did you ever wonder how you got from there to now? Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. Search now through your pile of broken lies, and your set of fake goodbyes, another cynical disguise. When will they catch you? All those little things you said, will it turn around instead? Blame the voices in your head. With all your subtle language, try and turn your life around. If your center gets unwound, you do your best to slow things down. And if you feel things that you never felt before, things that shook you to your core, a shattered truth you can ignore. Oh yes, you're gonna fly away from here, where the sky grows more clear, and your problems disappear, drift away down below. Watch them go down to your friends, where the trouble never ends, and there's always just one more day left to go. 'cause it's finally dawned